Hello and welcome. My name is Mark Wade, and it's my privilege on behalf of Choose Commitment Consulting and Thrive Internet Marketing to welcome you to this video series on breakthrough results. Breakthrough. What a great word, right? Think about that word. How does it make you feel when you hear the word breakthrough? As a sales leader, it gives me hope. There's something in the future that we want to achieve. As an individual, there's hope for what lies ahead. Breakthrough. It has this special kind of ring to it, right? As John Maxwell writes, when you have hope for the future, there's power in the present. And so it's our desire as we go through this video series to help you achieve breakthrough results. Maybe some breakthrough victories in every area of life. Maybe not just your career, not just your sales career, but in every area of life. In fact, think about it with me for a moment. Breakthrough victory. When have you had breakthrough victory? What was the setting? What was going on in your life when you had breakthrough victory? What did it require of you? I've thought about some breakthrough victories. You know, many of you know about the 4-minute mile, right? Roger Bannister, 1954, the first man to ever run a mile in less than 4 minutes. Wow. You know what happened though after he did that? It was 1954 before anybody did it. And then you know what happened? 2 months later, another man broke the 4-minute mile. To date, some 1,400 plus people have run the mile in less than 4 minutes. Wow. Breakthrough victory. It not only achieves victory for ourselves as we achieve breakthrough, but it gives hope and consequently power in the present for other people to achieve breakthrough victory as well. As you get to know me better, you'll know I'm a huge college sports fan. I went to Baylor, very proud of my Baylor Bears, by the way. But there was breakthrough victory there. 2011, 2012, the Baylor women's basketball team was the first collegiate team, male or female, in all time to go 40-0. 40-0. They won the national championship. That was a breakthrough victory for that team and for a lot of people as they observe. You know what happened? Connecticut since then has done that. And so breakthrough victory, again, it's not just about what it does for us, it's what it does for other people as well. In fact, 1928, Lester, he didn't have a lot of hope. In fact, he was at the end of his rope. And on a certain occasion, a friend introduced him to an acquaintance. And that acquaintance gave him an opportunity. And within 5 years, he was on his way to a career of over 50 feature films, 50 USO tours, and hosting the Academy Awards on 19 different occasions. You know Lester not as Lester Hope, you know him as Bob Hope. Breakthrough victory. It's huge and it is inspirational and it helps us achieve, obviously, that which is important to us. And so that's our desire, to help you achieve breakthrough results, achieve breakthrough victory. Yes, in every area of life, but specifically, we're going to be looking at as a salesperson. What if you could have breakthrough victory in your career? What if you could build a long-term successful career in sales? What if you're already successful in sales, what if you achieved breakthrough victory and you took it to the next level? What difference would that make? You see, that's the question, what if? What if? Two very powerful words. As we think about breakthrough victory, in his captivating book, The 12-Week Year, Brian Moran writes that when we set goals, instead of asking how do you achieve them, secondly, asking that question, the second question shouldn't be how do we get there? The second question should be what if we get there? Because what if gives your brain permission to believe it's possible. So what if you had breakthrough victory in your family? What if you had breakthrough victory with your health? What if you had breakthrough victory in your career, with your finances? What if? You see, Choose Commitment Consulting is about encouraging others to find and fulfill their calling, to live life within their purpose, to identify what that purpose is. When we live life within our purpose, we have this certain perspective, right? This perspective that kind of frames everything. It actually helps to define our purpose. And when we're living life within our purpose, and from this perspective, priorities start to be created. And I want to ask you about priorities. We'll come back to it as well. But what are the real priorities in your life? If I were to ask you, hey, give me the top 3 to 4, 5, maybe top priorities in your life, could you write them down? Now, when I'm talking about priority, I'm talking about the things that are so important about which you're going to refuse to fail. You know, there are some things in life like that. There's some things in life that are so important that we have to refuse to fail at them. So I want to encourage you to find and fulfill your calling and your purpose. And in so doing, what happens is we live life within these priorities, within our passions, and this passion that wells up within inside of us, it gives us the perseverance, the persistence to continue to move forward, to continue to pursue the breakthrough victory, to have the power in the present because we have hope for the breakthrough victory in the future. That's what this is all about. And that's what we're going to talk about as we talk through these videos on 7 key principles to achieving breakthrough results, specifically in a sales career with your sales team. So how do you create breakthrough results? Well, I want to suggest 3 things. 3 things to really lay the framework for creating breakthrough victories and breakthrough results. Number 1, in sales, we need to identify who our prospect is, who our customer is. And I'm not talking about what industry they're in. I'm not talking about what business they're in. I'm not talking about where they're located. I'm talking about who they are as people. Who are they? Who is your prospect? Who are your customers? What's important to them? What do they need? Most importantly, why do they need it? It's critical that we understand who they are, what they want, most importantly, why they want it. Secondly, we're going to look at improving our sales process. Most of the time, what got us to where we are is not going to get us to where we want to go. And so we're going to need to improve this sales process that we have maybe become very good at, maybe become very comfortable with, but we need to improve it to the point that as salespeople, when we meet a prospect, when we're working with an existing customer or client, we position them in our minds as the hero. They're the hero of the story, not us. Can't have 2 heroes in a story, only one. And this prospect, this customer, this client, they're the hero. And every hero in every story is here. They really want to be here, but there's some challenges, there's some hurdles that are preventing them to get there, and they can't do it on themselves. And so along comes this guide, along comes this coach to guide them through the challenges, to give them ideas to help them overcome the hurdles, avoid failure, and achieve success. Donald Miller writes beautifully about all that in Building a Story Brand. And so in the process of breakthrough results, breakthrough victories, we're going to identify who our customer is, what they want and why they want it. We're going to improve our sales process to position us as the guide to help them win the day. And then we're going to implement a very specific execution process, execution strategy to succeed. Brian Moran, 12-week year again. Execution is the number one single most important differentiator in success. It could be between individuals, between teams, between organizations. It's all about execution. So, creating breakthrough results. Identify, improve, implement. We'll be talking through that throughout the course of these videos. Now, in the 21 years I've been in sales and sales leadership, like you, I've read a lot. I've listened to a lot of audio, watched a lot of video. I've been coached and I've coached. Been to conferences and still have a lot to learn. We all do, and hopefully we all are embracing that. But here's what I know right now. There really are 7 basic principles to creating a long-term successful career in sales, to break through results in our career and for our teams and for our companies. And here's what they are. And we're going to look at each one of them in great detail in a separate video. So just as a matter of introduction, here's what they are. Number 1, we sell at the speed of trust. Stephen M. Covey wrote this book, At the Speed of Trust. Trust has ROI. And we're going to talk a lot about that in the next video. But we sell at the speed of trust. So if this is true, and I believe it is, how do we build trust quickly? So number 1, we sell at the speed of trust. Number 2, people do not buy what we sell. They buy why we sell it. It's why, not what. Simon Sinek, start with why. Tremendous read. And we're going to look at some of the principles for people don't buy what we sell, they buy why we sell it. Thirdly, there's a basic human need that we all have to be heard. So as salespeople, we need to listen. And we need to listen carefully, intently. And so we're going to talk a lot about listening and how to then demonstrate that we heard and help them move forward. So the basic need to be heard. The 4th one, conviction overcomes objection far faster than sales technique. I love this one, and it doesn't matter what you're selling, you can develop conviction about it. So look forward to that video. Conviction overcomes objection far faster than sales technique. The only 2 things we control, attitude and effort. Fortunately, that's enough. But which one comes first? Attitude or effort? We'll talk about that in that video. Succeed on purpose. We don't succeed on accident. We succeed on purpose. And you know what? My experience is sometimes I really like hearing that. When we're doing well, when our team is number 1, when we've had the best month ever selling, yeah, we succeed on purpose. We like that. But when we have a slow month or we don't really succeed like we want, man, it's hard to hear sometimes that we really do succeed on purpose. It's not on accident. So I look forward to visiting with you about that. And then better never stops. Better never stops. Let's embrace the opportunity to improve. There's always opportunity for improvement. We must embrace it though. So as we make our way through this, we're going to have a good time. We're going to learn a lot. And again, the main emphasis is we want to help you create breakthrough results, to achieve breakthrough victories. Yes, in your sales career, for your sales team, for your company, for your organization, but really in life in general, in the priorities that you've identified for you personally that are so important that you must refuse to fail at them. Let's have breakthrough victory in every one of those priorities.